But this is why I just feel for my Black women so bad. Like, we are the highest demographic who are unmarried, right? And I feel like sometimes we just get so desperate for companionship. Because why are you, as a free woman, dedicating, and not just her, not just Stephanie, just any woman, why you are free? Why are you dedicating something? And he wasn't getting out. He was sentenced to life. He can't even go to trial for her murder because he's already serving life.
But how do y'all feel about, okay, so murderers off limits. But how do you feel about somebody you know that's in the feds? Like they did a little wire fraud, little credit card fraud.
Now I don't know if you have legit. Now I don't know if you have legit money when you come out. Like,
If there's a, okay.
You ain't got nothing on your resume but wire fraud. When you come out, how you gonna pay for my lifestyle?
Points.
Some more wire fraud.
Some more wire
This time
fraud.
he just not gonna get caught.
Yeah.
Oh,
He done smarted
I'm
up.
gonna get in trouble for telling this story. I hope not. But I had a guy I used to date a long time ago, and he was scamming. Them pieces was hitting. Life was grand, okay?
I've had me a scammer or two in my
Yeah,
day.
but it was like he had gotten some trouble, and they froze all his accounts. They took everything from him. And it was like right before he went in, he was like, you know, I really wanted to make this work with us. And I was like,
You the only one.
Lost your appeal.
you ain't got, they took all your Rolexes? I'm not holding it down.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
not a hold it down type of woman. Like I said, I'm
Me
free.
either.
I don't commit crimes.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, and let me say this, it's not only Black women who do this, obviously.
No.
You know, we're just talking about Black women because we are Black women. But I do think that a lot of that comes with the fear of loneliness. I think the fear of loneliness gets us into a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, you would be so much more happier if you just learned to find peace in being alone.
That community pressure is still on specifically Black women.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
That even, I know women that haven't been to church in years that still are under church pressure. And I think it almost makes you feel like if I'm not doing this, then I'm dishonoring my family.
Right.
If I'm not married before I get pregnant, if I'm not financially stable, if I'm not cooking every night, if I'm not providing not having a man that provides, then I'm doing a disservice to my entire family, my entire community. And I feel like that pressure is so antiquated, but it's still so real, especially in the South.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, you have to realize, like, every time we post a clip and we speak our minds, and you see why they're single. You see, listen, let me tell everybody out there, being single is not a diss. It is not a diss, especially when you know who you are and you know what you want out of life. I know exactly what I want in a partner. If I don't get that, I'm okay with being alone. It's not the end of the world. And I'm not finna go talk to Day in jail just so I can say I have a husband.
For sure. And I think it gets worse too, as obviously as you get older. Because I do feel like a lot of the time when you watch these shows like Love After Lockup and stuff, a lot of the people on the show be like older women a lot of the time. Because we talked about this on the episode of Poor Minds, but the desperation of getting in your 30s, of being in your 30s. I think it's something about when you hit 30, mid-30s, you just like, oh, I don't have the baby yet. I don't have the husband yet. I don't have the ring yet. What am I going to do? And then you just end up settling for bullshit.
I'll be 40 in 4 years. I don't care.
Girl, you were saying that like it's going to be 4 months.
Right.
But I'm saying, but if you put that in perspective, 4 years, we be like, oh, it's so long.
Yeah.
Time flies. I'm going to be 40 before I know it. But when I tell you, I don't care. I do not care about, like, okay, if it's supposed to happen for me, my faith is stronger than my doubt. So whatever is for me, it's always going to be in my lap. So I know we're getting a little off topic like we do per usual. But I think it's a little different situation. Like, if you're married and your husband does something and he ends up in jail, maybe a little wire fraud, a little something, it's not necessarily something that I would per se maybe deal with. I don't know. I've never been in that situation. But I can understand maybe women like, okay, he's going to jail. Like, what's her name? Yandy and Mendici. Why did Mendici go to jail? Was it fraud or was it?
I think it was for a little.
Was it fraud or was it like a gun? Because you know they in New York.
Well, I thought it was a little fraud.
Was it a little fraud?
I don't want to misspeak.
Allegedly, it meant DC's, because
Allegedly.
please don't come over here. I was in your DMs, or Yandy, whoever was in your DMs. That was me, honey. Wipe your tears. But anyways.
But yeah, he wasn't in there that long. I think he was in there for like maybe 2 years.
That's still a long
2 years. Cocaine and heroin.
Oh, we was all
bricks. All white bricks.
A little fraud would have been a little better than that.
Is he cleaning his money properly? Like, am I gonna be set for 2 years?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I mean,
they
opening restaurants and people clean their money.
They do. I need me a ghost St. Patrick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I understand Yandy. I can understand Yandy waiting 2 years. That's a little different. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you literally, they have whole websites where like you can find men who are in
specifically. You can find women too.
Yep.
Yeah.
We just did a case and the girl is in prison for the rest of her life and she has a man. They fell in love. They met in a Christian group. And even though she has life in prison without the possibility of parole, she is hoping.
She did something real bad.
Murder.
Of course. It's the only time you don't get no parole.
She is hoping to get out so that she can actually get married to this man that he looks like an old deacon.
Oh, my goodness.
But, I mean, the men do it too. So,
yeah.
I mean, men get desperate just like
Yeah, they definitely do. They 100% do. Because
I think it's across the board for sure.
You see it on Love After Lockup. There be them old men that be dating the young girls that went to jail for like robbery or something, and they be running it up. A lot of no shade to the city girls, but a lot of the city girls are in jail. The city girls type girls, from scamming, robbing,
They was running it up.
Swiping people cards when they not supposed to and doing all that. But they go to jail and they find these men who are still willing to give them a chance.
Were y'all scared? Like with the scammer? Like what if y'all was in Louis and like he just bought you a purse and he swipes the card and what if this card has an alert on it and they say, please stay here. And now you're stuck with him in the store with your Louis and your Chanel, but they about to take you too.
Girl,
you'll get out.
I can tell you something about me. I don't care about snitching. Because I damn sure would have been like, I ain't know nothing about that. This ain't got nothing to do with me. But something like that never happened to me before. But I was dating this guy back in the day when I was probably like 24. And he was a scammer. And we had went to a club. He had got a section, bought like 5 bottles. Like the tab was like $1,500.
Having a good time.
They come out, the waitress come out. It's time for him to pay the tab. Cards, the pieces is not hitting. He goes through like 4 or 5 cards. Pieces is still not hitting. And I'm like, I hope you're not looking at me because I'm not about to pay this shit. I'm about to dip on your ass.
I ordered an orange juice.
Girl, luckily though, he ended up finally, like he was with a few of his friends and one of his friends had a little piece that hit. But yeah, I definitely done seen it happen.
I had a situation happen to me. I just told this story on Scam Goddess. Shout out to Lacey. I was dating this guy, and he's not even a scammer, okay? He is a very wealthy guy from his business. Like, and I know exactly what he does because he actually has helped me with my business. So, but what he did was he had a little connect, what he thought it was a connect on flights. And that person was the scammer. So we had went on a trip, and he was just so pressed to fly on American. And I'm like, well, I like to fly Delta. But
I feel like I remember.
Yes, but I'm like, whatever. Like, why are you so pressed to fly American? So we flew American, first class, baby. Went to a beautiful resort, had a wonderful time. Came back first class, okay? This is my man. I'm in love with him. Oh, baby. I'm posting in my close friends like, this is the one. You know what I'm saying? He icy the whole trip. I'm like, oh, it's so cold in Mexico with all his ice, baby. I'm having the time of my life. Then I get on Facebook, because, obviously, my government name is not Lex P. So I get on my Facebook, my real Facebook that my friends and family are on. I have this message and they're like, hey, they say my full government name, middle name too. You took a flight to such and such Mexico on this date with, he said his full name, and you used my miles. I need to know how you got my account and how you, girl, I must have deleted him and blocked him so quick. I said, I was
you
so mad.
In prison.
I was so mad because the thing is, you are literally wealthy. Why did you do that?
Why'd you do that? And that's what I don't understand. There's a lot of people that have money that like to steal. There's lots of people that have money that like to rob people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why not make it honest?
Yeah.
Like, it's so fun to make it honest.
I was gonna say maybe it's greed, but no, some people just love the thrill.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think he was being cheap.
Really?
Yes. I don't think he has a thrill of it. I just think he was like, okay, because honestly, the resort we stayed at, it was like a $2,000 night resort. I think we had went shopping. He had bought me some stuff. He had sent me some money to get ready. I think he was just like, man, look, this bitch done cost me 15 bands. I need to cut a corner somewhere.
And crazy enough, too, a lot of the time people don't think that they're going to get caught.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't, essentially.
Are you sure?
That shit.
When the person messaged you, did you just like
I didn't
block the person?
I blocked him, and I kind of like deactivated my Facebook for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And I was like incognito. And at the time when it happened, because he didn't DM me till like months later, and me and him had fell off, so I don't even think, did I ever tell him? I think I did tell him. I think he just laughed it off because he's so nonchalant about stuff like that, because he was probably like, oh yeah. I think I did tell him. He was like, oh yeah, I found out that dude was scamming. Because honestly, I don't think he knew at the time. Because he thought it was gonna be like a type of like buddy pass type of situation. Oh, I gave him X amount of money, I can fly free for the year. But he didn't know this guy worked for American, but he was stealing people's miles and stuff. So I think whenever he found out, he was like, oh yeah, he was on some whatever, and I just got my money back from him because it was like, you on some bullshit. And then after that, like, we started, talking again, and we had flew to different locations, Delta, but
Is it bad? I'm sitting here like, I need a friend like that can find me some miles.
Right?
Yeah, but I think when it comes to like crimes and stuff, I'm snitching. I don't know nothing. But also, when a man doesn't want to tell you what he does for a living on the first date, don't ask.
That's a red flag.
Don't ask, because what y'all do for a living? If y'all go on a first date and somebody's like, oh, what do you do? Oh, I do this. You're proud of it. Mm-hmm. If you are a successful person in your field, you are proud of what you do, baby. I do not shut up about poor minds.
Right.
I don't either.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're on a first date and you ask somebody what they do, they're like, oh, I got some businesses. I'm a street pharmacist. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I got a few investments.
I got some invested properties. You know what I'm saying?
I'm an investor.
Okay.
Niggas love to be investors.
They love a good Robin Hood.
Yeah. They do.
Don't let a nigga have a
Little
Robin Hood.
acorn.
Oh, Lord.